was never really recognized for that. I did so much work, and it was always just, okay, thanks, here's your next thing to turn in next week or whatever. And I have my fingerprint on several buildings in the United States. Nobody will ever know. Nobody will ever know. And, you know, I can't, like how can I even prove that, right? Yeah. And then when I got laid off and I started teaching people how to pass an architectural exam, that was my niche. People were sending me emails that were like life stories and thank yous and calling me by name. I was getting more praise, more recognition doing that in this little tiny space with one particular exam than I was doing these big things in architecture. So that shaped me because I was like, wow, I personally can make an impact on people. Let me lean into that even more and get into the user stories. Who are these people? What do they need? Again, similar to what I talked about earlier. And that's why that's always been the case for me when it comes to businesses. Let me immerse myself in that space, see what everybody's talking about, and see how I can contribute. Or if I don't know the answers, I'm going to go find the answers for you. The other way it shaped me is the way that architecture works is it's a very long process, right? To go from ideation to then creation and then, you know, all the things and all the adjustments that need to happen. Like your initial drawings are never going to be what the building actually looks like. There's a lot of give and take, especially with clients, especially with engineers. So that was a process because you learn to adjust, you learn to pivot, you learn that, you know, you're going to have to let go of some things. And that was very important for me in my entrepreneurial journey. You learn what it's like to work with crazy clients who have demands that just we don't either have the budget for or the time for. And then negotiation, that becomes a part of business very, very prominently as well. And I think the final thing is this idea of working so hard on something and it taking a long time. But when that building is finally built and you see people using it and walking through it, and it's like you get to look around, it's like, wow, this is why we did all that crap. This is amazing, and now people can live there, or people can shop there, or people can stay there. It makes it all worth it. So in the world of business, although things move faster, you still have to be patient on the macro level. You know, micro hustle, as Gary Vee says, and macro patience is really important. But also celebrating that end. When you launch your course or when you create that book and it's out there, like really taking moments to celebrate that, because that is the building you built, that you spent all this time doing and planning and designing and adjusting and pivoting for. So learning to celebrate the wins, I think, is important. Just they were much fewer and far between in architecture. Now it's on a weekly basis. We're always launching new things. We're in cycles, and you know we can see the results directly and get recognized for it too.